One.
Hello coffee lovers, it's Kerry Miller from Food Industry News, and I'm here with the very lovely Sandra Knight, founder and president of Chicago Coffee Roastery and Coffee Roastery, and she has some tips on how our readers, who are the restaurant operators, the coffee house operators, the chefs, and the cafe operators, how they can buy, sell, and serve better coffee to their guests, which in turn will build your business and keep your customers coming back. So Sandra, tell our readers and friends how to serve a better cup of coffee.
Well, you always has to start with the bean. And here at Chicago Coffee Roastery, we roast to order. We don't vacuum pack our coffee because there's no need to. It literally is 24 hours old when you receive it. If you're buying from a company that has a huge minimum and you have to keep an inventory on your coffee, it's like a produce. It's going to go old, it's going to go bad, and it's going to produce a bad cup of coffee.
Okay, time out. What about a coffee service that has a warehouse full of different coffees? Does that present a product with maybe the product not being as fresh as being roasted to order because they have a lot of stuff in the warehouse and on the truck?
Correct. Coffee stales as soon as you roast it. It starts staling. And yes, you can vacuum pack it, but it doesn't preserve or stop the aging process. So you really need to have coffee that is roasted to order, and you sell it within 2 to 3 weeks yourself.
Excellent. What else can our readers do to serve a better cup of coffee?
Always keep your machines clean. A lot of us just rinse out things and think that's clean enough, and no, you really do need to clean your spray heads on your coffee makers, use the proper filter, the proper grind, and the proper water temperature. That's another thing that a lot of people forget to do. If you're using too hot of a water, you're going to saturate the bean and not get the correct flavor out of there. So your temperature of your water should be about 198 degrees when it hits the grinds.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
And then my favorite coffee is always prepared either in a pour-over method or a French press method.
Sure.
Why do those coffees taste so much better than a traditional brewing basket like a Mr. Coffee or a Bun coffee maker or something like the commercial machines that you used to always see in restaurants?
Well, with a French press, you actually just have the coffee and water. So you're not putting a filter in between to take away any of the coffee's nuances.
Wow.
Yeah. So with a French press, you get a little bit of a murky cup, but it's a good cup.
It's a great cup.
Yeah.
And if I were a cafe owner, I would use the French press method because there are no free refills.
And that's very true too, and you're doing it right in front of the customer, which is also a little bit romantic.
I think it's very impressive.
Yes.
When you get, and it's fun to push the plunger down when the little timer goes off, and it's all about good coffee.
It is.
So if you're interested in serving a better cup of coffee and you want coffee that's roasted to order just for you, call Chicago Coffee Roaster. What's your phone number, Sandra?
800-762-5402, and if you call before noon, we'll roast it that day and get it out.
That's fantastic. And what's your web address, Sandra?
ChicagoCoffee.com.
Thank you very much.